Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels D Maths 4024. Today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1, and for this purpose we have selected October-November 2015 1-2 paper. This paper 1 belongs from the zone 2. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours, and scientific calculator is not allowed in this paper. So let's start today's paper, and here we go. So the question number 1 is coming up on your screen. He says evaluate 0.03 multiply 0.3. So I will convert these decimal fractions into normal fractions, and then I will multiply them. So this is my solution. 0.03, that is 3 by 100, and 0.3, that's 3 by 10. So 3 by 100 multiplied 3 by 10, that will be 9 by 1000. So now I will move the decimal 3 steps to the left. So the answer will be 0.009. So the answer is 0.009, which is right. This is the solution. Question number 1, it's B part. It says 5 minus 2 bracket 3 minus 1.4 bracket close. So this is the rule that first of all we will solve the bracket. So inside the bracket we will solve 3 minus 1.4, which will be I think 1.6, and then that 1.6 will multiply with the minus 2, and then we will do the process of subtraction. So here we go. So it will be 5 minus 2 bracket 3 minus 1.4, that's 1.6. 2 multiply 1.6, that is 3.2. So 5 minus 3.2, that will be 1.8. So question number 1 B part, 1.8 is the right answer. This is the solution. Question number 2, it's A part. Trader buys 7 items for $4.10 each, and 5 items for $6.40 each. He sells all of them for $10 each. Calculate his profit. Okay, so first of all, we will calculate how much is the cost. The cost will be 7 multiply 4.10 plus 5 multiply 6.40, and that will give you the total cost. Then we will calculate what is the sale. The sale will be, because there are total 12 items, each item will be sold on $10 each. So the sale price will be 12 multiplied 10. So it will be $120. And then from there, I will be able to tell you what is the profit, and then we will convert it into the percent profit. So the cost will be 7 into 4.10 plus 5 into 6.40. It will be 28.7 plus 32.0. Then you will add them. Then you get $60.7. The sale will be 7 into 10 plus 5 into 10. That will be 70 plus 50, and that will be $120. So the cost was $60.7. The sale is $120. So it means you have profit. So the profit will be sale minus cost. So it will be 120 minus 60.7, and that will be $59.3. So the profit is, because the question was calculate his profit. Okay, so the profit is sale minus cost, so it is $59.3. $59.3 is the right answer, sir. This is the solution. Okay, so we are going to find the simple, this is question number 2 B part. Find the simple interest on $450 for 5 years at 4% per annum. So this question is on the simple interest. Simple interest is represented with the I. I is equals to PRT divided by 100. P means the principal amount, that is $450, and R means the rate of interest, that is 4% per annum, and the T means the time, that is 5 years. Simply you have to write that formula, and you will be able to do this. Okay, so here we have So you got it. I is equals to PRT by 100, 450 into 4 into 5 divided by 100. So you will have 45 multiply 4 multiply 5 divided by 10. So that will be $90. So the interest will be $90. $90 is the right answer, sir. This is the solution. Question number 3, that's a 2 marks question. Y varies directly as the square root of x. Given that y is equals to 18 when x is equals to 9, find y when x is equals to 4. Okay, so because y varies directly as the square root of the x. Okay, so here we go. Y proportional to the square root of the x, so y will be equals to k square root x. So the values are given. Y is 18 when the x is 9, so 18 is equals to k square root 9. Square root of the 9 will be 3, so 18 equals to k into 3. When you make k alone, so it will be 18 by 3, and that will be 6. Now the formula will become y equals to 6 under root x. Now he says their question is when the x is 4, what will be the value of the y? So the y will be 6 in under root of the 4, and then 6 into 2, and that will be 12. So question number 3, 12 is the answer. When you take the square root, you can write it with here plus minus. Okay. Question number 4, a function is given, f of x is equals to 1 plus 4x. Their first question is find f of the minus 2 by 5. F of minus 2 by 5 means in the formula of the function, wherever there is f, wherever there is variable, in the place of the variable substitute minus 2 by 5. So you will be able to evaluate that function when f is equals to when x is equals to minus 2 by 5. So f of minus 2 by 5 will be equals to 1 plus 4 bracket minus 2 by 5 bracket close. So you will have 1 minus 8 by 5. Take the LCM. So 5. So 5 minus 8 minus 3 by 5. So minus 3 by 5 will be the answer. Minus 3 by 5 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are good with it. Okay, so next question number 4, it's B part, and it says find the f inverse of x. We have to find the inverse of this function. So we will let y is equals to f of x. So let f of x is equals to y, so x will be equals to f inverse of y. So 1 plus 4x is equals to y, so I will make x the subject of the formula. So we will have 4x is equals to y minus 1. X will be equals to y minus 1 by 4. So in the place of x, I will write f inverse of y, and that will be equals to y minus 1 by 4. F inverse of, then I will change the variable in the place of y. Wherever you have the y, we will substitute it with the x. So f inverse of x is equal to x minus 1 by 4. X minus 1 by 4 is the right answer. This is how you do it. These steps are very important. I hope you understand. Question number 5. He says write the number 0.050462 correct to 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures are, this is not significant, this is not significant, this 5 is significant, 0 is significant, this 4 is significant. So after the 4 we have 6, so this 4 will become 5. So when you will write it in the 3 significant figures, it will become 0.0505. 0.0505 is the right answer. This is how you do it. Okay, so next question, question number 5, it's B part. He says by writing each number correct to 1 significant figure, estimate the value of. So we have to write each number into 1 significant figure. So 8.94, that will be 9, and 0.201, that will be 0.2, and 28.8, that will be 30. So here we go. It will be 9 into 0.2 divided by 30. I will remove its decimal. So you will have 9 into 2 divided by 30 into 10. So that will be 3 threes are 3 tens are, so you will have 6 by 100, so it will be 0.06. The decimal has moved 2 steps to the left because downstairs you have 100. So this is how this is done. 0.06 is the right answer. This is the answer, sir. And let me reduce the size so you can see the whole part. Yeah. Now this is question number 5B part. 2 marks question. Question number 6, evaluate 3, and then you have a matrix. That matrix is 0, 3, minus 3, 1, minus 2, and then you have a matrix that is 1, 5, minus 4, minus 1. So this 3 will multiply with this matrix. This 2 will multiply with this matrix. I suggest that keep this negative outside. Don't bring it inside. So let me show you. I have done this. Okay. So 3 zeros are 0, 3 threes are 9, 3 minus 3s are minus 9, 3 ones are 3, minus this 2 will go inside. So 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are 10, 2 minus 4s are minus 8, 2 minus 1s are minus 2. Okay. Now we will subtract 0 minus 2, that will be minus 2, 9 minus 10, that will be minus 1, minus 9 minus minus 8. So it will be minus 9 plus 8, and that will be minus 1, 3 minus minus 2, that this will be 3 plus 2, and that will be 5. So my answer is minus 2 minus 1 minus 1, 5. Minus 2 minus 1 minus 1, 5. So this answer is right. Question number 5, he says, in the diagram, 7 small triangles are shaded. Shade 2 more small triangles so that the diagram will then have rotational symmetry of order 3. So there should be the order of rotational symmetry should be 3. So the every figure here should have okay. So it should have 3 fans, 1, 2, and this should be shaded. Okay. So now this fan has 3 blades. Okay, this figure here, this figure here, and then this figure will be here. Yeah. I think this should be shaded. Let me see. So I have done this. You can see this is shaded. This is my answer. And you can see this answer is right. Now this has order of rotational symmetry 3. Okay. Then we have next question, 7B part. Their question is, in the diagram, 10 small hexagons are shaded. Shade 1 more small hexagon so that the diagram will then have exactly 1 line of symmetry. So if I want another, so that the diagonal will have shade 1 more, okay. The diagonal, if this is the line of symmetry, if this is the line of symmetry, then this need to be shaded. You see, in the line of symmetry, divides the figure into 2 equal parts, plus when you fold the figure along, that line, both the parts should exactly match over each other. So then we can say that, okay, these are the two, they are exactly, that is the line of symmetry, because when you fold it along that line of symmetry, both the parts of that figure, they have, this is the line of symmetry, okay, just remember. Let me show you. Here we have, so this is shaded, and this will come over here, this will come over here, these will come over here, this will come here, this white will come over each other, this and this will come over each other. So this will be the line of symmetry. So this triangle will be shaded. So let me show you. You can see this one is shaded. So our answers are right. is the solution. Question number 8. He says A, B, C, D, and E are 5 numbers such that the D is smaller than A and A is smaller than C. And A is smaller than E is smaller than C. And A is smaller than B and the B is smaller than E. Okay. Then you have to arrange these numbers in order starting with the smallest. Okay. So the smallest of them is D, I think. Then you have the smallest of them is A. Then smallest of them is B. Then you have, I think, E. And then you have C. So I think D, A, B, E, D, A, B, E, C. So it's just a common sense question. D, A, B, E, C, D, A, B, E, C, and this is my answer, sir. Question number 9, he says, at an athletics event, Dave and Ed each threw a javelin. Dave threw 60 meter correct to the nearest 10 meter, and Ed threw 61 meter correct to the nearest meter. Write down the lower bound for the distance thrown by Dave. So the Dave's reading is 60 meter and this is correct to 10 meters. So you will divide the 10 meter with the 2. You get 5 meters. So add 5 and subtract 5. So here we have. So the Dave is measurement is correct to 10 meters. So divide 10 meter with the 2. You get 5 meter. So the reading is 60 meters. So add here 5. So you get 65 meter. That is the upper bound. And you subtract from 60, subtract 5. You get 55 meter. So the lower bound of the reading will be 55. So for the Dave, the lower bound of the reading is 55 meters. So this is the answer. 55 meter is the right answer, sir. Okay, then we have Ed, and Ed has its measurement is 61 meter, and this is correct to the nearest meter. Nearest meter means 1 meter. So divide the 1 meter with the 2, you got 0.5 meter. So 61 meter, add 0.5 in it, you get 61.5. From 61, subtract the 0.5, that will be 60.5 meter. So the upper bound, lower bound of the Ed, we also know that. And their question is calculate the greatest possible difference between the distance thrown by Dave and the distance thrown by the Ed. So the greatest distance will be one of them, you take their largest value. Okay, so the difference will be Ed minus Dave because we want the greatest difference. So we will take the greatest value of the Ed and we will take the lowest value of the Dave. The greatest value of the Ed is 61.5 and the lowest value of the Dave is 55. So 61.5 minus 55, and that will be 6.5. So that is the greatest difference. Here I have done hit and trial, but here when I calculated the difference, that only came out to be 64.5. So that was not correct. So then I use this one. This is the correct answer. 6.5 is the greatest difference. 6.5 is the greatest difference. Okay, so then we have next question, number 10. Question number 10, A part, it says express the number 0.0000045 in the standard form. So I will move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will become 4.5 expo 10 expo minus 6. 4.5 expo minus 6. And remember, this number must be more than 1 and less than 10. That's the rule. So because you have moved the decimal 6 steps to the right, that's why the power is negative. So I think 4.5x per minus 6 is the right answer. Okay, that's the right answer. Question number 10, and it's a B part. He says P is equals to 6x per 8, and the Q is 4x per 7. The first part, the B first part is find P multiply Q. So you have to just multiply these two. So the 6 will multiply with the 4, that will become 24, and 10 raised to power 8 multiply 10 raised to power 7, that will become 10 raised to power 15. And so this is not the standard form, so I will move this decimal one step to the left. So when you do that, you increase the power of the 10 by 1. So it will become 2.4x per 16. 2.4x per 16 is the right answer. This is the solution. Hope you understand. Okay. Now the B second part is P minus Q. So you have to subtract them. So when you have to subtract them, for 6 into 10 raised to power 8 minus 4 into 10 power 7. So I will move the decimal one step to the right. I will make it 60. This power will decrease by 1. So it will become 10 raised to power 7. Now the 10 raised to power 7 is same in both the terms. So what I will do, I will take 10 raised to power 7 common. So when I take 10 raised to power 7 common, so in the bracket I am left with the 60 minus 4. 60 minus 4 is 56. So that will become 56 multiplied 10 raised to power 7. And that is not the standard form. So I will write it as 5.6. And because I moved the decimal one step to the left, so the power will increase. So it will become 5.6 expo 8. 5.6 expo 8. So this is my answer, 5.6 expo 8. This is question number 10. This is question number. So we have question number 11. A part 3 by 2, whole thing raised to power 0. Anything raised to power 0, the answer will be 1. So 3 by 2 raised to power 0, the answer will be 1. Okay. Here we go. The answer is 1. So let's check. The answer is 1. Then we have question number 11. It's B part 3 by 2, whole thing raised to power minus 1, because the power is negative. So inside the bracket, reciprocate the fraction and the power will become positive. So it will become 2 by 3 and whole thing raised to power 1, which will be 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 is the answer. Okay, then we have C part, and it says simplify. We have 9x cube and the whole thing raised to power 2. So when you will take the square of the 9, it will become 81. When you will take the square of the x cube, the power of the power will multiply and it will become x raised to power 6. So you will have 81x raised to power 6. 81x raised to power 6 is the right answer, sir. Question number 12 is A part. He says express 198 as the product of its prime factors. So you can do prime factorization, very simple. Here we go. I will divide 198 with the 2. I will divide with the prime number, the smallest prime number possible. So I will divide with the 2, you get 99. Then divide with the 3, you get 33. Divide with the 3, you get 11. Divide with the 11, you get 1. So 198 is equals to 2 into 3 raised to power 2 into 11. So this is how you do this. So prime factors of the 2 into 3 square into 11, 2 into 3 square into 11 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so question number 12, it's B part. Here we have M is given, 2 square into 3 into 5 square, N is given, that is 2 cube into 3 square into 7. Find the largest number that divides exactly into M and N. Okay. So they are asking us to find out the highest common factor, basically. When you take the highest common factor, the largest number which is divided exactly into M and N, remember this wording is tricky. So in the HCF, we take only those factors which are common in both of them. And if a number is common, then I will take its smaller power, the smallest power. So for example, factor 2 is common in both of them, m and n. I will take 2 because in the HCF we note down the common factors, and I will note down its smallest power, which is 2 here. 3 is common, its smallest power will be 1. So these are the common factors. So 2 square is 4, 4 into 3, that is 12. So 12 is a number which will be exactly it can exactly divide these two numbers. So my answer is 12. So that answer is right, sir. Okay. Then the question is question number 12, and it's B part, its second portion. It says find the smallest value of the k such that m into k is a cube number. The cube number means that every factor will have a power 3 or its power will be a multiple of 3. So we will see if something is missing, we will put that. So m multiply k, that is 2 square into 3 into 5 square into k, I don't know. So to make perfect cube, I need another 2 here. I need another 2 here. And what else I need? I need another 3 square. And what else I need? I need another 5. You see, the idea is for the cube number that each factor should have raised to power 3 or a multiple of 3. So the k value will be 2 into 3 square into 5. So it will be 2 into 9 into 5. So it will be 10 into 9, and that will be 90. So the k value is 90, which is right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 13, which is a 3 marks question. He says these two quadrilaterals are congruent. The lengths are in millimeters. So find the value of the x, y, and z. Okay. So this is orientation is not exactly like this figure. So you can put this like this, or if you can imagine, then we can go directly. This is 90, this is 90, okay. This is 77. These big two sides, they make this angle. How much? These are 77, okay. Then so this this thing is here, this angle, that is a z angle, okay. And this is y, so this y will be how much? That will be 20, because they are congruent triangles. This will be 40.9. So z is only left. Okay. So how much will be the x? X will be equals to this, that is 45. Okay. So the x will be 45, the y will be 20. This will be 38.1. They have not asked it. I'm just writing it. Okay. So the z is the question. So the z will be z plus 90 plus 78 plus 77 equals to 360, because the sum of the internal angles. Here you can see I have put them in the same orientation, then it becomes very easy. So the y will be 20, the x will be 45, and the z will be 360 minus 90 minus 78 minus 77, and that will be 115. 45, 20, and 115. 45, 20, and 115. I hope you understand how I have done this. Question number 14. Mira went on a journey from P to Q to R. The first part of the journey from P to Q took 2 hours to travel 80 kilometers. Find the average speed of the journey from P to Q. You know the average speed, that is equals to the distance traveled divided by the time taken. The distance traveled is 80 kilometer and the time taken is 4 hours. So the average speed will be 80 kilometer divided by 4 hours. And you will get the average this speed for the whole journey. And I mean the journey in the P to Q portion. So it will be 80 by 4 and that will be 20 kilometers per hour. 20 kilometer per hour. And that is the right answer, sir. Okay, then their question is, in the second part of the journey from Q to R, she traveled 45 kilometers. Her average speed for both parts of the whole journey from P to Q and Q to R was 25 kilometers per hour. Find the time taken for the second part of the journey and from Q to R. So the D1 is 80 kilometer, D2 is 45 kilometer, T1 is 4 hours, and T2 is question. The average speed is 25 kilometer per hour. The average speed of the whole journey will be the distance traveled in the second portion and plus the distance traveled in the first portion plus the distance traveled in the second portion divided by the total time, which is T1 plus T2. And the average speed is what, 25, D1 is 80, and the D2 is 45. So 80 plus 45 divided by T1 is 4 hours, T2 is the question, the time taken for the second part. And so cross multiply, so it will become 4 plus T2, and 25 will come to this side. 80 plus 45, that is 125 divided by the 25, and that will be 5. 4 plus T2 is equals to 5, so T2 will be 5 minus 4, and T2 will be 1 hour. So the T2 will be 1 hour. So that is question number 14B part. Question number 14B part, 1 hour is the answer. The whole solution is showing up on your screen. This is a little tricky question. Question number 15, A part. On the Venn diagram, shade the set B intersection A union C whole complement. Means it's complement on A union C. A union C whole complement means you have to remain outside the A and C. And then outside the A and C, the portion which is common with the B. So I think this is the thing. This will be shaded. Let me show you. Question number 15, A part, this portion will be shaded. This portion will be shaded. I hope you understand. Okay, then we have question number 15, it's B part. He says, the universal set is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. W is a set which has x such that x is a multiple of 2. So the multiple of 2 will be 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18. Hx such that x is a multiple of 3. So it will be 12, 15, and 18. And in this way, make the list for the set W and the set H. And then you have to tell how many members. This small n means how many members. How many members are there in the W union H? So first of all, I will find out the W union H. So the W is 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. The H will be 12, 15, and 18. The W union H will be, union means you take both the sets and you write both of their, all their members only. You do not repeat any member. Okay, so you will have 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. So how many members are in W union H? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 members. So this is how you do that. Question numbers 15 B first part, 6 more members. This is how this is done. Okay, then second part, he says list the members W intersection H complement. So in H complement and in W, what is common? So W is 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. and you have to take intersection with the h complement. H complement means, let me show you. H complement means the members in the universal set other than the members of the H. That is H complement. So they will be 10, 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 19. Now you have to take common between these two sets. So that those common numbers are 10, 14, and 16. So the list is 10, 14, and 16. 10, 14, and 16. So this is the whole question showing up on your screen. Question number 16, he says a part, factorize, and a first portion 4p square minus 9q square. These are two perfect square and you have a negative between them. So you can write them as a plus b, a minus b. This is the formula. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So we will have 4p whole square minus 3q whole square. So these are two perfect square and a negative between them. So it will become 2p plus 3q in one bracket and 2p minus 3q in the other bracket. So here we have. Then we have question number 16a, second part, where we have 2n square plus 5n minus 3. So I will multiply the extreme terms. So I will get 6. So I will note down the factors of the 6. I'm going to do the midterm breaking. So the factors of 6 are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. So because with the third terms you have the negative sign, so I'm looking for that pair which by subtraction will give me positive 5. So I will choose this pair, and the larger number I will give it a positive sign, and smaller number I will give it negative sign. So minus 1 plus 6, it will be positive 5. So you will have 2n square minus 1n plus 6n minus 3 from the first these two. You can take n common. So in the bracket, you will have 2n minus 1, bracket close. And from the last two terms, you will have 3 common. So in the bracket, you will have 2n minus 1, bracket close. So now I will take 2n minus 1 common. This bracket is common. So from there, you will have n. From here, you will have plus 3. So this is how you will factorize it. 2n minus 1, n plus 3. 2n minus 1, n plus 3 is the right answer, sir. Okay. Then we have the question number 16, and it's B part. And here we have 1 mark question. It says express 3 by 4x plus 2 by 3y as a single fraction. So I will take their LCM. The LCM will be 12xy. So you will get 3 into 3y plus 2 into 4x, and the whole thing divided by 12xy. So this will become 9y plus 8x and divided by 12xy. So this is the answer. 9y plus 8x divided by 12xy. So this is how you will do question number 16. So the next question is question number 17. Question number 17. It says in the diagram A, B, C, D, and E lie on the circle center O. AC is the diameter. This one is the diameter. So this angle will be 100% 90. We call it the right angle in the semicircle. The tangent to the circle at C. So this is the tangent, okay? So this whole angle is also 90. Because the radius at the point of tangency and the tangent at the point of tangency, they make 90-degree angle with each other. So the tangent to the circle at the C meets the line AB produced at T. Okay, so then their question is ACB is 62, and the ACD that is 70. And they want me to find the value of the x. X can be very easily found. 62 plus x is 90. Right angle tangent is perpendicular to the radius at the point of tangency. So 62 plus x is equals to 90. Tangent perpendicular to the radius. So x will be equals to 90 minus 62, and x will be equals to 828. So the x is 28. X is 28. So 28 is the right answer, sir. Okay. Now, their question is find the y. Where is the y? Find y. They want me to find out this angle. Can you see A and B? A and B came to the circumference at E, the angle is y. A and B came to the circumference at point C, the angle is 62. So this y and the 62, they will be equals to each other. We call this property angles in the same segment. Angles in the same segment. So the y will be equals to 62. The reason will be angles in the same segment. So y is 62. The answer is right. So here we go. Then their question is find z. They want you to find out this is 62. This is 62. And this angle is 28. Okay, now they want me to find out z. So you can see this is a cyclic quadrilateral. BCDE. BCDE. This is a cyclic quadrilateral. So let me change the color. This angle and this whole angle, you see this whole angle, they are angles in the opposite segment, the opposite angles in the cyclic quadrilateral. So their sum will be equal to 180. We say that the angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So z plus 62 plus 70, that will be equal to 180. The reason is angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So z will be equal to 180 minus 70 minus 62. So z will be equals to 48. Z will be equals to 48. So 48 is the right answer. This is the solution. And this is the whole question number 17 showing up. I hope you understand this. Now we have the question number 18. He says, the sides of a triangle ABC are formed by the straight lines with the equations x equals to 3, y equals to 6, and y is equals to x plus 1 by 2. X equals to 3 is the vertical line. So this is equals to x equals to 3, the AC. And this horizontal line, that is y equals to 6. This is x equals to 3. This is y equals to 6. And this line AB, this equation will be this one. Okay, the region inside the triangle is defined by the inequalities. Write down those inequalities. Okay, so this region, which is inside these lines, bounded by these lines. So this is y equals to x and plus 1 by 2. So this vertical line, the area is on the right side, so it will be x greater than and equals to x. For the BC line, the shaded area or the required area is below this line, so y is less than and equals to 6. For the AB, the area, the required area is above this line, so it will be y greater than and equals to x plus 1 by 2. So this is how you will write this. Let me show you. I have written this. So for the AC, I will write x is greater than or equals to 3. For the BC, because the area is below this, so y is less than or equals to 6. And for the AB, because the area is above this line, so the crocodile's mouth will be towards the y. So it will be y is equals to and greater than x plus 1 by 2. So this is my answers. And these answers are right. He has not written here equals to. And you do not write the region inside the triangle is defined by three inequalities. Okay, so it is not mentioned here. If these lines are dotted, then we only put crocodile. If they are continuous, we put equals to sign also. But they have not told us that they are dotted lines here. The B part, the point 4 comma k, where the k is an integer, lies inside the triangle. The value of the k. Okay, so 4 comma k. So there is some point which is 4 comma k. So that point will be here. all the points who has x as 4, they are these points. So I can choose any one of them. The y value should be less than 6. So I will do hit and trial, and then I will check from this inequality that if it satisfies that inequality or not. Okay. So for example, 4 comma k. So because the y is less than 6, so I will choose from here. I can choose this is that lower line, this line. Okay, this line AB. I know it's inequality. In this inequality, I will put in the place of x, I will put 4. So you get y greater than or equals to 4.5. So I have to take a number which is more than 4.5 and less than 6. And that number will be 5. So the k value will be 5. It's a very tricky question. I can hope you understand this. The k value will be 5. This is how this is done. Okay. Question number 19. He says all the angles of a polygon are either 155 or 140. There are twice as many angles of 155 as 140. Find the number of the sides of the polygon. Okay. It's a little tricky statement, and it's a 3 marks question. Question number 19. Okay. So it's a tricky question. So I will suppose that there are x number of 140-degree angles, and twice of this number are 155 angles. So there are 2x number of 155 angles. So the total angles will be x plus 2x, and that will be 3x. Sum of the internal angles, the formula for the sum of the internal angles is 180 into n minus 2. So it will be x into 140 plus 2x into 155. I'm finding the sum of the internal angles, and that will be equals to 180, and bracket in the place of n I will put 3x, because the number of sides and the number of angles are same. So n will be equals to 3x. So in place of n I put 3x minus 2 here. So it will be 140x plus 310x equals to 540x minus 360. Take this 540x to the other side. So you will have 450x minus 540x equals to minus 360. It will be minus 90x equals to minus 360, minus gone. X will be equals to 360 divided by 90, and x will be equals to 4. Now I got the value of the x. So the number of sides are 3x. So 3 into 4, that is 12. So the total number of the sides or total number of the angles are 12. So let me show you the whole question. It's a very tricky question, and this statement is not very simple. This is how this is done. A tricky question. So there are 12 sides. These are 12 sides. A tricky question. This is how this is done. Now we have question number 20. Okay. The masses of 400 goats were measured. The results are shown in the cumulative frequency graph. So on the x-axis, I have mass in kilograms of the goats, and here is the cumulative frequency. The total goats are 400. Okay. So this is our cumulative frequency curve. This graph is of the less than graph. Use the graph to find the median. How you find the median? You find the 50% of the total frequency, and then you check that number on the y-axis. So the total frequency is 400, and its 50% means 1 by 2 of the total frequency. 1 by 2 of the 400, that is 200. So from your graph, you go to the 200 on the y-axis. From here, you go to the graph, and you check what is the number here. So it will be 65 point something. It will be 65.4 kg. 65.4 kg. So this will be 65.4 kg. 65.4 kg is the right answer, sir. Then their question is the 30th percentile. 30th percentile means that's the question. A second part. 30th percentile, you will find the 30% of the total frequency. That is 30 by 100 into the 400, and whatever the answer comes, I will check it on the y-axis. From there, I will go to the graph, and then I will check what is the value on the x-axis. So 30% of the total frequency, that's 30% of the 400, and that is 120. So from the graph, I will check where is 120. 120 will be here. This is 120, and from here I will go to my graph, and I think this, and this answer is 64. I think 64 kg is the right answer, sir. So 30th percentile is 64 kg, and this is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you understand how I have found the 30th percentile. Then their question is, this is the third part of A part, the number of goats whose mass is more than, this word is very important, more than. This graph is of less than, but he's asking whose mass is more than 66 kg. So from 66, I will go upstairs, and this is the 66, I will go upstairs, this. So from here, I will go here, I think. I am on the right track, if I am not. Yeah, this. So I'm looking for the goats whose mass is more than 66 kg. So whatever is, because this graph is of the less than graph, so whatever is the number here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 240, and I will check how much is above this. So 400 minus 240. So that will be 400. From the graph, I will have 400 minus 240, and that is 160. So there are 160 goats whose mass will be more than 160 is the answer. 160 is the right answer, sir. Okay, then their question is, it was noticed later that the scales used were faulty and that the true readings should all be 2 kg more. On the grid above, draw the true cumulative frequency graph. Every reading is 2 kg, is supposed to be 2 kg more. So move this here. Whatever is this point, move it 2 steps forward. Whatever is this point, move it 2 steps here. This point will go 2 steps here. Okay, so you will have this graph. So let me show you. Can you see I have moved every point horizontally 2 steps to the right, because every reading is supposed to be corrected by adding 2 kg. So every step will move. So this is my new graph, corrected graph. Hopefully you understand, and this is an easy question. Okay, now we are on question number 21. He says the diagram shows the positions of 3 ships A, B, and C. It is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter to 20 kilometer. So here we have a figure given A, B, and C, and the scale used is 1 centimeter representing 20 kilometer. Find by measurement. Underline this. The find by measurement the bearing of the C from A. The C from A means on the A you have the north. From that north, go clockwise to the AC line. So from here, I will go clockwise to this line, and I am going to measure it. So this will be the bearing of the C from A. And I have measured it, and it is 97. It is 97, approximately 96 to 98. Our answer is 97, which is right. Okay. Then their question is, on the diagram, construct the locus of the point inside the triangle ABC that are equidistant from B and C. This means draw the perpendicular bisector. Equidistant from B and C, you have to draw the perpendicular bisector of the BC line. Okay, so how you do this? You put your compass here, you open it more than half, you put an arc here, put an arc here. Sorry. Then you put your compass here, put arc here, put arc here, where these two arcs intersect, where these two arcs intersect. Join them, and that will be the perpendicular bisector. So you can see here, I put the arc and the compass needle here, open it more than half of the BC. I draw the arc here, you can see this, and one arc here. Then I put the compass needle at B, draw the arc, draw this arc where these two arcs intersect, I join this. This is the perpendicular bisector of the BC. Then their question is equidistant from this question. Equidistant from AB and BC. If you are equidistant from two intersecting lines, then you draw the angle bisector. So AB and BC, the common point is B. So I will draw the angle bisector of the angle B. I will put my compass on B. I will put a mark here and I will put a mark here. Then I put my compass here and I will put an arc here and I will put my compass here and I will draw an arc here. So then I will join this B with this point, and this will be the angle bisector of the ABC angle. I hope you understand this. You can see here, I have put the needle of the compass here. I have put an arc on this arm. I put an arc on this arm. Then I put my compass needle here, put arc here. I put the needle here and put this arc. Then I join this vertex B and this point, and this is the angle bisector of the AB and the this is the angle bisector of the ABC angle. Okay, then he says a ship D is equidistant from B and C and equidistant from AB and BC. So where these two loci intersect each other, label the position of the D on the diagram and find the actual distance of the D from A. This is the scale. Okay. So where these two loci intersect each other, that is the point D, and then you have to measure the distance between A and D. I have measured it with the scale. This AD is 4.1, and because this AD is 4.1, so according to the scale, each centimeter is 20 kilometer. So 4.1 multiplied 20, and that will be 82 kilometer. That will be 82 kilometer. 82 kilometer. 82 kilometer. Let's check. 80 to 84 kilometer. Our answer is 82 kilometer, which is perfect. This is how it is done. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so we are going to the question number 22. He says P is the point 1, minus 3, and the Q is the point 7, 2. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the PQ. How you find the coordinates of the midpoint? X2 plus X1 divided by 2, Y2 plus Y1 divided by 2. So very simple, straightforward. Let's do this. Okay, so X2 plus X1, the whole thing divided by 2, Y2 plus Y1, whole thing divided by 2. So it will be 7 plus 1, whole thing divided by 2, 2 minus 3 divided by 2. So you will have 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 divided by 2, that is 4. And 2 minus 3, that is minus 1 divided by 2, that is minus 1 by 2. So these are the coordinates of the midpoint. So the coordinates of the midpoints will be 4, minus 1 by 2. This is how it is done. So question number 22, it's B part. He says, find the gradient of the line PQ. The coordinates are given. The gradient of the line PQ will be, it is Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. So it will be, gradient is, formula is Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. So that will be 2 minus 3 divided by the 7 minus 1, and that will be 2 plus 3, that is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6, so 5 by 6 is the gradient. 5 by 6. 5 by 6 is the right answer. This is how it is done. Then they say the line L with the equation 2x minus 5y equals to k passes through the point Q. Find the value of the k. Because this line is passing through the Q is this point. So in the place of x, I will put 7, and in the place of y, I will put 2 in that equation. And then I will be able to find out the value of the k. Very simple. So because that line is passing through the point Q, whose coordinates are 7, 2. So in this equation, wherever you have the x, put 7. And wherever you have the y, put 2. So you will have 2 into 7 minus 5 into 2 equals to k. So 14 minus 10 equals to k. So that will be k equals to 4. So the k is equals to 4. Our answer is right. So question number 22, part C, part second. The line x plus ay is equals to 3 is parallel to the L. Find the value of the a. Okay, from this equation, I will find out the gradient. And I know the gradient of, I will be able to find out the gradient of this line L. And I will make both the gradients same, and then I will be able to find out the value of this capital A. You know, if the equation is given, and you can find the gradient of the line, if the equation is given, what you have to do is you will make the y alone on one side. When you make y positive and alone on one side, on the other side, the coefficient of the x will be the gradient. So let me do this with this equation. So I will make a y equals to minus x plus 3. So y will be equals to minus 1 by a into x plus 3 by a. So the gradient here is this. This is the gradient. So the gradient of this line is minus 1 by a. The gradient of the line L, which was in the previous part, we now know the value of the k. So 2x minus 5y equals to 4. So y will be equals to 2x by 5 and minus 4 by 5. So the gradient here is this. You have to make y positive and alone. So because these two lines are parallel to each other, so their gradients will be equal to each other. So m1 will be equals to m2. So minus 1 by a is equals to 2 by 5. Cross multiply. So a will be equals to minus 5 by 2, which is minus 2.5. It's a good question. So this is hopefully visible on your screen. So the capital A, its answer is minus 2.5. Minus 2.5 is the right answer, sir. This is how this is done, and we are going to the next question. A fair four-sided spinner is numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Anil spins it once. He gets his score by doubling the number obtained. Complete the table to show the probabilities of his scores. Okay, so whatever the number he gets, he doubles it. For example, he get 2, so he will write here 4, he will write here 8, he will write here 12, here he will write it. Oh, sorry. There's something fishy going on. I by mistake, I said this. How we can erase it? I don't know how to erase it. Here we have to write the probability. The scores are already given. So the probability of getting a 2, that will be 1 by 2. So how I can do this? Let me erase it first. Okay. Okay, sorry, I wrote it. My mistake. The 2 will come when the 1 will come because they doubled it. So its probability is 1 by 4. Getting 4, when 2 will come, they will double it 4. So its probability also 1 by 4. Its probability also 1 by 4. And its probability is also 1 by 4. Because there are only 4 options. And So this is how you will write their probability. And here we go. You can see this. I have also written here in my written solution. And okay, then 1/4, 1/4. So then they say Billy spins it twice. He gets her score by adding the numbers obtained. Okay. So complete the possibility diagram. So this is first spin, this is second spin. You have to add them. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. In the same way, 1 plus 4, this will be 5, 2 plus 4, this will be 6, 3 plus 4, this will be 7, 4 plus 7, this will be 8. So this is how you will do this. So you see 5, 6, 7, 8. The rest of the table is already done. Then he says complete the table showing the probability of sum of Billy's score. So getting a score more than 2. Getting a score more than 2. More than 2 score will be, this is total 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is total 16 of possibilities. And getting score more than 2, that will be how much? Here he got 2, rest of all, in all the chances he has scored more than 2. So the probability of getting score more than 2 will be 15 by 16. It will be 15 by 16. Then getting a score more than 4. More than 4. So where is that table? More than 4. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will be 10 by 16. 10 by 16. Okay. Then getting a score more than 6. More than 6 will be 1, 2, and 3. 3 by 16. It will be 3 by 16. Okay. Then getting a score more than 8. Getting a score more than 8. In this, there is no score more than 8. So its probability will be 0. This is how you do this. So hopefully you understand how I have done this. I have used this table, counted them. Okay, then he says find the probability that Billy scores more than Anil. Okay, if he scores 2, he should score more than 2. If he scores 4, he should score more than 4. If he scores 6, he should score more than 6. If he scores 8, he is supposed to score more than 8. Okay. So the probability will be 1/4 into 15 by 16 plus 1/4 into 10 by 16 and 1/4 into 3 by 16 plus 1/4 into 0, and it will be 15 by 64 plus 10 by 64 plus 3 by 64 plus 0, and that will be 28 by 64, and that will be 7 by 16. So 7 by 16. 7 by 16 is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you understand. I have used this and this to answer this. Okay, a little tricky question. Okay, now we are going to the next question. That is question number 24. He says the first term of a sequence is 13. The following terms are found by alternately adding 4 and 6 to the previous term. Okay, the first 6 terms are, so you will have 13, 17, 23, 27, 33, 37. Write down the next 2 terms. The next 2 terms will be 43 and 47. 43 and 47. So, okay. So 13, 23, 33, 17, 27, 37. So next terms will be 43. You will have 43 and 47. Okay. Then we have write down the value of the term that is closest to the 999. You see, in the same pattern, if you will go forward, you will have 993, then you will have 997, then you will have 1003, 1007. So the closest to this will be 983, 987, 993, 997. So the closest to the 999 will be 997. This is same pattern, okay? This is the same pattern of, this is the same sequence, I mean. It will be 997, okay? So then the question is, write down the difference between the value of the 91st and the 93rd term. So odd position, this is odd position, this is also odd position. The difference between the odd position is 10. The difference between them is 10. The difference between the odd position here, you will have 43. So the difference between them will be 10. In the same way, the difference between the 91st and 93rd term, which are odd position, the difference will be 10. Simple. Then their question is, find the 80th term. It's a very tricky question now, the 80th term, and that 80th term will be difficult to find out. You see, 80th means even position. So on the even position, you have 17, 27, 37. These are on the even positions. Second position, fourth position, sixth position. Now he's talking about the 80th position. Okay. So in the 80th position, you will have 400 and something. And I think it will be, let me show. These are the solutions. So these are the even positions, and so this is the even position, 17, 27, 37, 47, 57. So it will be A plus D bracket n minus 1. I'm writing its nth term. It will be 17 plus 10 into n minus 1. This is 17. This is the difference of 10, 10. So 17 plus 10 n minus 10. So it will be 10 n plus 7. And 80th position in that original sequence, but it will be 40th position in this sequence, which is only of the even positions. So 10 into 40 plus 7, that will be 400 plus 7, and that will be 407. 407, this is not an easy question, this one especially. Now the part I have done, that is not at all easy. It requires, you might have a better and easy solution, but right now this solution is coming into my mind. Okay, then they say the nth term in the nth term is 203, and find the n. So 203, that will be where is the 3? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So this is odd positions. Okay, so odd positions. So odd position, I will write the sequence for the odd positions. They will be 13, 23, 33, 43, 53. So n a plus d bracket n minus 1. So it will be 13 plus 10 into n minus 1, 13 plus 10 n minus 10. It will be 10 n plus 3. This was 10 n plus 7. Yeah, this one is 10 n plus 3. So now you have the term which we are looking for is 203. So in this sequence, 10n plus 3, that is 203. So 10n is equals to 200. 203 minus 3, that's 200. So then n will be equal to 200 divided by the 10, and that will be 20. So in this sequence, it is 20th term. But when in this sequence, it is 20th term, if you fill the even positions here, so there will be 19 positions here. So in the original sequence, it will be 20 plus 19, and that will be 39. So it will be 39th position. A highly tricky question. 39th position. It's not easy to explain, not easy to understand. The original sequence is this one. This is the original sequence. These are the odd position. These are the even position. So if something is 20th on the odd position, so there will be 19 even positions in them. So the actual sequence will be 39th position. It's not an easy question. I can just pray that you understand this. Okay, so n value is this. Okay, question number 25. He says here we have a speed time graph. On the y-axis, we have the speed in meter per second. On the x-axis, we have time, which is in second. This is 10, this is k, this is car A. The diagram shows the speed time graph of car A. Find the acceleration of the car A when the t is 7. When the t is 7, it will be here somewhere. So they want me to find the acceleration. Whatever is the acceleration here, same is the acceleration throughout this line because it has the same gradient. So I will take this point 0, 0 and 10, 15 and I will find out the gradient. Okay, so 0, 0 and 10, 15. So acceleration will be y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, or you can say v2 minus v1 divided by the t2 minus t1. It will be 15 minus 0 divided by the 10 minus 0. So it will be 15 by 10, and that will be 1.5 meter per second square. 1.5 meter per second square. Okay, so that is right answer, sir. Then their question is find an expression in terms of k for the distance moved by car A between t0 and tk. And where k is greater than 10, give your answer in the simplest form. So we have to, this is here, you know, the area under the speed time graph is equal to the distance traveled. So we want area up to here, up to this point. So it will be a trapezium. So the area of the trapezium, a distance traveled is equal to the area under the speed time graph. So the distance will be equal to 1 by 2 into 15 into the sum of the parallel sides. The lower side is k, the upper side will be k minus 10. This side is k, and this side here, this is k minus, this will be k minus 10 up till this point. Okay, from here till here, this will be k minus, it will be k minus 10. Okay, so just open it. 1 by 2 into 15 into bracket 2k minus 10. So it will be 2, take the 2 common from these two. Okay, so this 2 and 2 will be gone, so you will have 15 into k minus 7, that is 15k minus 75. So this is that expression. 15k minus 75 is the right answer, sir. 15k minus 75, this is how this is done. And here we go. Car B travels at a constant speed of 12 meters per second in the same direction as the car A. On the diagram, sketch the speed time graph of the car B. And okay, so we have to draw, we have to sketch that graph. So for, you know, the car B is moving at a constant speed and its speed is 12. The 12 will be, I think, here somewhere. And so it will be a straight line. So its graph will be a straight line like this. This is for the, I'm making this with the help of a mouse. So that's why my line does not seem to be exactly horizontal, but this is horizontal. Here we have 12, so it will be a graph like this. Okay, so then they say, okay, we are done with this. Second part of the C is when the t is 0, car B passes the car A. When t is equals to k, the car A overtakes the car B. Find the value of the car. When it will overtake it, the distance traveled by both the cars will become equal. So I will make the distance traveled equal. So the distance traveled by the car B, that is you can see it is a rectangle. So I will find out the area of this rectangle. That will be k multiplied 12. So the area, the distance traveled by the car B and the distance traveled by the car A, they will become equals to each other. So 12k will be equals to 15k minus 75. 12k minus 15k is equals to minus 75. Minus 3k is equals to minus 75. K is equals to 75 divided by 3. K is 25. The k is 25. Okay, so the k value is 25. So we got the answer. And it's a tricky question. Okay. So now we have question number 26. He says A, B, and C are the three triangles. T1, T2, and T3 are the three transformations such that T1A is equals to B. So if you do the transformation T1 on A, the image will be B. If you do the transformation to T2 on A, the image will be C. If you do the transformation T3 on the C, it will be mapped onto B. So the image will be B. The vertices of a triangle A are 1, 0, 0, 1, and 1, 3. The matrix that represents the T1 is 2, 2, 0, 1. Fine. Okay. So if you multiply the transformation matrix with the object, you will get the image, you will get the coordinates of the point B. So just multiply here. You take from here the rows, from here you take the columns, you multiply them. Very simple, straightforward question. So 2 ones are 2 plus 2 zeros are 0. 2 zeros are 0 plus 2 ones are 2. 2 ones are 2 plus 3 twos are 6. Now this row will multiply 0 plus 0, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 3. So now you will have 2, 0, 2, 1, 8, and 3. So now you got the coordinates of the triangle B. 2, 2, 8, 0, 1, 3. 2, 2, 8, 0, 1, 3. So our answer is right. Then their question is the matrix that represents T2 is 0, 2, 0, 0, 1. Find the inverse of the 2, 0, 0, 1. If you want to find the inverse of any matrix, a 2 by 2 matrix, you want to find its inverse. The method is very simple. You find its determinant, then you find its adjoint, then its inverse will be 1 by determinant into adjoint. So let me do this. So the T2 is 2001. The T2 inverse will be equals to 1 by the determinant of the T2 into the adjoint of the T2. So 1 by the determinant will be 2 into 1 minus 0 into 0. So the determinant will be 2. So 1 by 2 into adjoint of T2, that you change their location and you change their signs. So you will have 1, 0, 0, 2. So it will be 1 by 2 into 1, 0, 0, 2. So this is my answer. That's the inverse. 1 by 2, 1, 0, 0, 2. 1, 0, 0, 2, 1 by 2. Okay, I hope you understand how we have found the inverse of the T2. Okay, then their question is the matrix that represents T3 is M. Find the M. Okay, T3 I want to find out. Try to understand. Okay, so T3 is this, which takes the C onto B. Okay, so it is basically if you have what is T3? Inverse of this, T inverse, and you will come to A, then apply T1 on that, and you will get B. So this is okay. It's a very tricky thing. Okay. You can see I have written here T1. If you do T1 on A, you get B. If you do the T2 inverse on C, you will get A. And if you do T3 on C, you get the B. This is already given. So it means on C, you do the T1, T2 inverse into C is equals to B. So that means if you take the T2 inverse of the C, whatever the image you get, you will get A. And then you take its T1, you will get the B. So this is basically equals to T3. So T3 equals to T1 multiplied T2 inverse. So I have here T3 will be equals to 2, 2, 0, 1, and the T2 inverse is 1 by 2 into 1, 0, 0, 2. I will write this 1 by 2 here. From here, I will take the rows. From here, I will take the columns. I will multiply them. And when I do this, you get 2 plus 0, 0 plus 4, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 2. I multiply the row with the column, row with the column. Then this row will be this column with this row with this column. So you got 1 by 2 into 2 is 402. So its answer is 1 by 2 will divide with all of them. So it will get 1201. This is D3. A very tricky and needs a lot of concept and full command on transformation and the matrix and understanding of this thing. Tricky thing. Okay, so let's check. Do we have this answer? 1201. 1201. This answer is right. So we are done with this. So there were 26 questions. Okay. Last one was tricky. Last part was tricky. Okay, so my dear students, today we have done October, November 2015 1-2 paper. There were 26 questions and we have done all these questions in this video. And I have tried my best to write the answers in such a way that you can understand them, and also I've tried to describe them, explain them how this is done. I've done my best. Obviously, I'm a human being. I might make some mistakes. But if you find this video useful, if you find this video helpful, if you find this video interesting, please like this video. Please share the link of this video by posting the link of this video onto your Facebook, onto your Instagram, onto your Twitter account. Because when you do this, this helps me to promote my channel. And please share the link of this video with your juniors, senior teachers, students, friends, siblings, with everyone. I think it's a great blessing for me that I can make these videos which can touch the life of so many students around the globe. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day. God bless you all.